All right, we back. Listen. We got one of my favorite alter egos right here. We got Darren Till, right? Darren Till, real good at forward pressure, 1-2s, footwork, elbows, knees. For some reason, has a flying triangle and heel hooks. I looked into that because it kind of threw me off when I saw the heel hooks. He's never heel hooked anybody. Like, I don't even think he's heel hooked somebody in the gym. For some reason, he got level 2 heel hooks. EA gonna EA. But other than that, you pretty much use them. Forward pressure, technical striking. Try to work off mostly your 1-2. Pretty much your jab and your straight. You do have the 5-star Celtic cross. You have a 5-star elbow. You have crazy legs for your roundhouses. You have razor wire as well, right? For your knees and elbows to be faster. But with 96 punch speed, 96 punch power, 96 accuracy, and 96 kick speed, pretty much on all those things, you get 99 kick speed, 99 punch speed, and then 99 accuracy with your perks, right? On your elbows, your 1-2s, and your roundhouses. To the body and to the head. Not just, some people hear roundhouse, they think it's just to the head. No. You work your strengths. So in here, right, Pete, Matt Brown, right? I don't know why he picked Matt Brown. He has good power, but he's going to be flat-footed. Because, look, he's trying to fight me at my game. And the main thing about fighting me at my game is there's going to be moments where you realize the distance and the speed is just too much. So he can't cross. Look at that jab, right? His jab, like, he plots forward a little bit. Even when he's moving forward, it's coming out slower than me just standing still popping my jab, right? So the same thing there. We're going to jab, then we're going to throw teeps in there. Once you throw teeps in there, you've set up a high-low mix-up, right? And he's moving off the center line because I've thrown jabs. But when you move your head, teeps and knees still land. A lot of these knees you're going to see me throw, not really knees. They tend to be teeps that I try to set up, but people are moving forward. And when you use people like Darren Till, where you're a 1-2, I don't want to say a 1-2 merchant because you have power, but like your best weapons are 1-2s and kicks, and you have like good power and you have predators, so most of your stuff is for going forward. You take your time and you pick your shots. You don't have to rush and bombard people. Look at me. You don't see me out here just slipping forward, hooks, constant pressure. I'm resetting. He goes, right? He's losing stamina battle. He then goes, he looks, he resets, and then he falls into strikes. Now, right here, he falls by trying to slip and do something the wrong way. He falls into a lead overhand and gets knocked out. And that's how we're going to go to the next fight.
Ready. Let's do it.
Now, listen. This Tyron Woodley literally beat me like 2 days ago. And I was like, man, I kind of always want to get my get back. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But their main thing was pressure using a bunch of the power and using slip hooks. But I said, they caught me the first time because one of the slip hooks, boom, like that, right? I tried to set some up. It dropped me and then it just spiraled with the power. And on this game, footwork and intercepting shots aren't that good. So you can't just go through and try to pick your shots against somebody and just do good work. A lot of the time, once they get that head health lead, it's annoying, but that's the way the game is. You got to pick your shots and make it that way, right? So in this rematch, taking my time, still got caught, right? And I'm like, oh no, more of the same, right? Natural human reaction. You're like, okay, I lost because of this before. It happens again. So what can I do to change that? We went maybe blocking like 80% high. We're blocking like 95% high. If he hits me to the body, I'm not even really worried about it right now. But you got to find your intercepting shots. Case in point, duck the shot to get to an elbow, which, by the way, his rear elbow is 5 stars, into the uppercut. And then, boom, we get into a pull-pull battle. Another uppercut stuns him after dropping him. We now are winning the round, right? So you take your time. I don't know why I just double pull. Again, bad traits die hard because there's no reason to be moving your head like that. You just get out of the way. But again, I was thinking about the loss literally like 2 days ago, and I was legitimately nervous about the power because before, when I tried to get off the cage, even though I have like a crazy head health and footwork lead, it never feels like it on this game. You can't get away from people. That's one of the main problems. So I'm like, all right, Cool. Now what? So I'm looking for pretty much an uppercut, an elbow, or something round because he's throwing stuff like that, right? Goes into my 5-star straight because he pulled. When I see people pull with their hands down, I will fire off that straight. Boom, fight over. Next fight.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Now, JDM, whole different story. If they don't play with the aggressive slip meta strike Nas type of offense where they try to do that, you can just distance manage kickbox a JDM, right? This man shot me across the whole octagon like I was fighting Islam. I'm like, yo. So now what? So I'm like, okay, he's behind the black line. We just got to pick our shots, right? Because the black line, when you get people behind there, you have the advantage. They're slightly slower on their strikes, and you get the takedown lead. Now, once I got that drop right there, and I got the baseline, I said I'm going to pick him apart behind the black line. He kept trying to rush into losing battles. Loses the whole fight. Loses the whole fight.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Now, once again, random Division 20 that I ran into was on Michael Page, right? Now, to piggyback off of how that JDM fight ended, you don't want to do what he just did, which was stand in one spot and then lose a trade and then not be able to move. That's why being on the fence is so bad. If you lose the trade, right, which is when y'all exchange in the pocket, if you lose a striking exchange and then you go back into a striking exchange and lose again, you do not go back for a third time. That's bad game plan. That's also like really low IQ. That's Michael Chandler IQ. Do not do that. That is how you lose fights pretty fast, because I've never even won a fight that fast where you just get blitzed like that. But anyway, back to the Page fight, right? Same thing here. He tried to set up a bunch of side kicks where when they're throwing with that lead leg, the left leg, you walk to the opposite. So if it's the left leg, you walk to your left. So he's walking to my right while I'm throwing the right leg. No. You got to walk basically away from the kick. Or I guess on this, since it's the inside. Since it's the lead leg, boom. You walk to the inside of the fighter. If he was throwing with his right leg, you would walk to your right. You would walk down on your analog stick. Now, this and kicks, right? Because he's throwing things out of range and I'm countering with high kicks and hooks when he misses his lead kick. It's leading to stuff like this. So right here, boom. Stunned him again. Got to a flying knee because I knew he was going to block low. Just a read I made that he was dropping his hands. And then we're here. But since he's a Div 20, I give people a little bit more respect. I'm not just going to try and blitz my way up because that's a good way to get stopped, like there. Tried to go to side control, could not get it, right? And then I tried to deny that, like literally saw it a mile away. For some reason, he still got it. Hey, EA gonna EA. But gotta take your time on the ground because the ground game is really bad in my opinion. And it's not because I think the mechanics suck. I think it's because only the top fighter is really dominant. Like, think about Tony Ferguson. Think about Damian Maia. Like, people that have real good guards. Charles Oliveira. Think of Charles Oliveira, right? Someone that's really dangerous from their back. Like, if you're on top, you still have to think about submissions, sweeps, elbows coming up from the bottom, things like that. There's none of that in this game. When you're on top, if I was grappling somebody with Conor McGregor, I could make it feel like Khabib, and that's not the way it should be. So right now, because I don't want to really lose any stamina or just blitz my way up, I'm like, okay, take our time. So I saw it was a little time around. We got the sweep, and boom, we're going into the next round. Now, since we didn't blitz our way up and burn through stamina, we still managed to keep everything cool. Look at our stamina. It's about even. We still kept the damage, and we did our thing, right? So right here, I peep him standing still and trying to, like, shoot shots, right? So when you stand still and plant your feet, you pretty much lead to things like leg kicks. Like, when people start moving their head, you can throw leg kicks for free. Like, they're moving their head, they can't block the leg kick. So I use people that move their head as a way to land my kicks to the body, my leg kicks, and my body roundhouses, or not body roundhouses, my straight kicks to the body, like what Izzy and Jon Jones do, the side kicks. Good way to land them. Now right here, we're just pop shotting. Look at that. One shot, out of range. One shot, two shot, out of range, right? He tried to go back again. 5-star rear elbow. Hurt him, right? Now, pick up the pace, right? Now, that was a bad whiff, but we had won so many exchanges and the head health was there. I'm like, okay, we can pick it up. Boom. Step out of range. Tried to 1-2 him. Cool, right? Lead hook. Didn't do anything. Hit his block. Head kick. Hit his block. Somehow I got my block up for that front kick. Saw it late, but hey, EA is gonna EA. Then we go through and look at right here, right? See that kick in the pocket? Once I saw kicks in the pocket, I'm like, okay, I can throw a 2 into a lead hook, or my cross into a lead hook if he does that again, because the cross is 5 stars, good move level, and then the lead hook, boom, I'm gonna be good. Or I can throw my elbow and probably get a draw. But he keeps trying to exchange. Now right there, I lost the head health a little bit. I was like, cool, I'm gonna step back. He tried to throw a front kick, we slipped and hit him. He's stunned again. Now, pick the pressure up. Hit him in the head. Hit him in the head. Now, he's against the fence, right? If he tries to pull, what do I say fire off? Crosses, jabs. 1-2s especially. Or 2s into a lead hook. Like, anything that'll hit him with something straight first. Because it's going to pull your round strikes, your uppercuts, your hooks. None of those are going to land when they're pulling. Also, your jabs don't cost a lot of stamina. So, if you're pumping your jab out there, it's fine. It's fine if you throw like 3 jabs here and there, right? But right there, he tried to step in, eats across again. And we're still just taking our time, because who's in control of this round right now? Us. Drop him, jump on top of him, and the fight's over. Look at this, look at this. Round and pound, fight's over. And that's how you get your opponents out of here, using Darren Till. Just use all his tools. I think he's a fun fighter. He's like a bigger Conor. With more Muay Thai than boxing. But, I mean, at the end of the day, still a fun pick. And that's pretty much the gameplay. I mean, that's all. So, you know, like, subscribe, share the video. And, yeah, tune in for the next one. Next one's going to be a submission video. Keep leaving comments for different types of videos, and I'll be back with the next one. I'm out.